I just think we're a very committed group of guys who, like, in the past, I don't think we've done as well as we wanted, but I think this year we have a lot of experience coming back, and not just seniors, but some juniors on the team, and I think we're going to do very well.
I think we're looking forward to actually making a name for our program, because in past years, like I said, we've gone unnoticed. A lot of the time we haven't been able to win that many games, having a winning record. A lot of time we have trouble too finishing on net, scoring a lot of goals, so that's something we anticipate to do more this year. In the season, it's what we focus on doing.
HC Soccer is a really competitive program, and it brings in a bunch of good guys and even better players. And I feel like that latter part is what really makes our program so unique. We're good people. I'd say we're pretty good role models both on and off the field. And I think if we keep that momentum going of us being good people on the field, we can really go places this season.
I think we have the ability and capability to do things that we've never done before this season. So I think we're going to be a very exciting team to watch, and just offensively we'll be able to do pretty amazing things.
Hello everyone, welcome here to Alumni Field at Kean University, home of the Kean Cougars, for your New Jersey Group 4 Finals for boys varsity soccer, as your Hunterdon Central Red Devils prepare to take on the Scotch Plains-Fanwood Raiders. For Hunterdon Central Television, I'm Lorenzo Scali, here with Fernando Rodriguez. Now Fernando, can you tell us if these Scotch Plains Raiders got to this finals?
Now these Raiders had an amazing journey over here. They opened up the round in their Group 2 section, or excuse me, their Group 4 South section. Scotch Plains defeated North Hunterdon 1-0, and they were just avoiding that monster upset. They barely got through. Then they continued on to beat Ridge in the quarterfinals at a score of 2-0. And we know Ridge, just a well-built team for any sport overall. They're just that go-to school for sports. Also, then they defeated Millbourne 1-0 to move up to the finals, and then they took out Bridgewater Raritan 3-1 to earn a spot in the tournament. Now, in the tournament, Scotch Plains was able to defeat Kearney 1-0 and to go against Hunterdon Central in the finals. Now, Hunterdon Central with possession, and it's going to be a throw-in for Scotch Plains.
Now, you know, both teams, they're going to look to get off to a fast start here and try to put the opposing team in a hole. Because at this point, it might become a mental game. Because if you go down 1-0 early in the finals, you know that's going to mess with you for the entire game. Now, so it's going to be Matt Svobodnik with the free kick. I want to hand this off to you again, Fernando. How did Hunterdon Central reach this point in the tournament?
Well, Hunterdon Central, they've been doing an outstanding job. Alongside Matthew Slobodnik just took that free kick, but he's such a solid defender in that back line, and Hunterdon Central managed to keep a clean shutout in that whole entire Group 4 Central tournament. Hunterdon Central beat East Brunswick 1-0 in their first game, almost lost it, but still managed to hold on to the win. Then round 2, Hunterdon Central beat Freehold Township 5-0. This is a game people were saying it's going to be fought out to the last second. Hunterdon Central won the game within the first 4 minutes, scoring 3 goals. And for Freehold, that was just a huge upset. Then in the third round, Hunterdon Central beat Monroe 1-0. Very intense game. And then in the finals, Hunterdon Central took it all the way into penalties against Marlborough. And then now Hunterdon Central are finally in the finals. They played Washington Township and ended up winning in penalties too. So now, Lorenzo, I know here in the finals there's going to be a co-championship, no penalties, and Hunterdon Central, this is going to be something new because they're used to winning those games all the way, going into overtime and then into penalties.
All right, especially with this game, these teams so evenly matched, you wonder who's going to bend and break first. But if not, we're going to have co-champions. And we're talking about how evenly matched these teams are. Both teams in this tournament outscored opponents 8-1. Now, let's see, it's going to be a goal kick here for
Sean Murray. Now Aiden Cook getting to the ball, playing it up through, intended for Matt Tatro. Cut out by Thomas DeVizio.
Tatro, he's been having a great year for this Hunterdon Central's offense. He has 9 goals on the year, and really they try to find him on this left wing and set up some breakaway opportunities.
Now cross in by Aiden Cook. Great job by Sean Murray getting to that ball, getting rid of the danger. Now Hunterdon Central lost their only game lost in their season was against Scotch Plains-Fanwood, and it was a 1-0 game. Hunterdon Central had many looks at goal, and now they want to get revenge here in the finals. This is different now. They've got a different feel. Both of these teams have played so hard throughout the season, and overall, both of these teams are different teams from when they played before.
And that game played back on September 22nd. That was a long time ago. This Red Devils team, they really grew as a whole. And Scotch Plains, they had a few games where they got upset. Really, they had 2 losses against divisional rivals Westfield. So as we know, this Scotch Plains team, they're not invincible.
Now Matthew Slobodnik with the clearance, ball to Aaron Baxter. And Baxter having an outstanding goal in the previous game. And we know Baxter, one of those players that doesn't get on the sheet, but he makes differences in the midfield, just making runs, opening spots, and he's got that vision along with everything else, and he plays beautiful balls for Hunterdon Central's lethal attack.
Now see, handling the throw in here is number 2, Andrew Picasso. Picasso, he usually comes off the bench, help out the back line. See, Coach Smith, he wants to have Picasso starting this game off. And I really don't blame him. You want to have your best defenders out here to start this game off, because Scotch Plains, we know they're a defensive team, but they can surprise you on offense as well.
Now Ushak on the ball, plays it back. Zach Ubry. And we know Andrew Picasso, he started getting playing time when Billy Montwood and Ben Greenstein were out. Now cross in here to Tatro. Tatro with the shot, just wide, easy for the keeper. Now Sean Murray with a goal kick. Martin Menendez winning the header. Now it's Bordwick on the ball.
And we know Menendez, he can be a physical player, but also an emotional one. He needs to keep his emotions in check in this game, because they really need him staying as that physical presence. And this game against Scotch Plains, it's going to get physical, and they can't have him get a yellow card like he did last game, my apologies, and get taken out of the game.
And something you don't want in this game, you don't want any bookings in this game, because having your star players out in such an important game will make it hard for the team to adapt. That's going to be a free kick here for the Raiders. Tom DeVizio. Now Raiders taking their time. Beautiful ball played, number 14 on the ball. And ball falls to the feet of Matt Tatro. Now Tatro playing it back to Picasso. Picasso playing a long ball. Now Zach Ubry on the ball. Ubry having such an outstanding season in that back line, as I mentioned earlier.
And Ubry, he's a player who he played his way up through the program. Freshman year, he's on the freshman tier. Sophomore in JV, he was on the JV team. And now his senior year, getting his chance to finally show his worth on this varsity program. And he's done a great job all year.
Now Aiden Cook on the ball, trying to play it through to Josh Bordwick. Bordwick still on the ball. Foul in favor for the Red Devils. Scotch Plains upset with that call by the ref. And in most of these state games, you see the players just getting upset with the refs. And as a player, I can understand them. You get upset with calls and you disagree with the ref, even though he is right most of the times. Now Martin Menendez taking the free kick and just wide.
Menendez, he's an aggressive player, so you know, while that free kick, he probably could have set up a cross there. He decided to take the shot.
Now ball played out wide. Josh Boardwick moving up.
And now just to note, the player who got called with the foul on that player was number 6, Thomas DeVizio. And this is only going to be his second game starting in that back line. Originally, he was playing midfield, but he's been switched with Andrew Murray. Murray falling up to that midline position, and DeVizio into that back line.
Now Ryan Peterson on the ball. Peterson losing the ball to Evan Ushak. Scotch Plains doing a great job maintaining possession. Now ball played out wide to Jack Brady. And finally, Andrew Picasso with the final clearance.
And that's a good job by Picasso. When this team, they're passing the ball around. You don't want them to get into any type of mojo. They're able to knock that ball out and disrupt the offense.
Now it's going to be a throw-in for the Scotch Plain Raiders.
This is going to be John Murphy, number 10, with the throw-in.
Ball that slips through by Matthew Sabonik, but great job by McMeekan just being there at the right time. Now Troopy on the ball. Now Hunterdon Central trying to build an attack. Scotch Plains such a well-built team, and it's going to be hard for Hunterdon Central to break this defense apart. Aiden Cook on the ball, getting pushed over, and then Aaron Baxter coming back to recover on the ball.
Yeah, so you're going to wait for the call. It's going to be a throw-in for the Red Devils. My apologies, looks like it's actually going to be a free kick for the Red Devils. Number 9, Martin Menendez, is going to be handling it for Hunterdon Central.
And Menendez, he's got that strong leg, and he's going to boot that one up high. And it's going to be another easy ball for Sean Murray. Now ball out wide. Now Patrick Ellman on the ball, playing it up to number 16, Robert Viglione. Now it's going to be John Murray on the ball. Takes a shot wide.
See, John Murphy, he really runs this offense to the middle of the field with 18 goals and 9 assists. But Murphy, he missed a week of the midseason to train with the U.S. Under-17 national team. That just highlights what a fantastic player Murphy is. And it's going to be the job of Matthew Sabonik and that Hunterdon Central back line to try to contain him.
Now Murphy on the ball. Now turning over possession to the Red Devils. Picasso getting right through John Murphy. Now it's Josh Bordick playing it up to Aaron Baxter. Baxter plays it up the wing to Alex Troopy. Troopy with the low cross in, and Picasso taking a shot way wide. Now Picasso with an option there to capitalize the first goal and just missing it completely.
It looked like Picasso trying to get his feet set up. He ended up stumbling and just kicked that ball right out of bounds. Picasso, a player we don't see get his hand in on the offensive end, had a great look at the goal there.
And Sean Murray getting lucky on that play. Now Scotch Plains on the ball. Great passing play. Great job by Zach Ubri getting ahead on that ball. And now Murphy's down on the ground and still has the ball in his possession. Murphy plays it out wide. Now Patrick Ellman playing it out wide. And Ushak clearing the final ball. Now Martin Menendez on the ball again. Plays it out wide to Troopy. Troopy with an option across. Trying to find Josh Borwick, and great job by Scotch Plains, again rejecting the ball. Now ref blowing the whistle, and it's going to be a foul for the Scotch Plain Raiders.
And the Red Devils defense, they really want to limit the number of looks that this Scotch Plains team has on the goal on the season. They have 471 shots on goal. Just for comparison, Hunterdon Central, they only have 194. So this Raiders team, not only do they get good looks, they get a lot of them.
Now Divisio with the free kick. Beautiful ball played in. Header right there. Slobodnik again with another mistake. McMeekan there.
You see, fortunate for Slobodnik, no one was on that side of the goal to able to see that mistake. McMeekan able to go out and get the ball.
Now Dan McMeekan with the long goal kick. Now it's Ryan Peterson on the ball. Now windy night here, and sometimes this wind can affect the ball, and you got to play those low crosses in because the wind can just carry that ball away. Now Max Moore with the throw-in. Troopy playing it back to Zach Ubry. Going to be another throw-in here for the Scotch Plains Raiders.
I saw Dan McMeekan. He came out to clear that ball, just kicked it out of bounds, so the Scotch Plains can get the throw-in at the 20-yard line. It's a good job by Evan Ushak, able to clear this ball away.
Now ball from Max Moore that goes nowhere, and it's going to be a goal kick for Dan McMeekan.
Now see 26 minutes left to go in this first half. Hunterdon Central still with the 0-0 tie against the Scotch Plains-Fanwood Raiders in the Group 4 final.
Now McMeekan turning over possession to the the Raiders.
Good clearance here by Zach Ubry, and a move by Matt Tatro trying to get that ball around the defender. Still fighting for possession, but now it's going to be handled by the Raiders.
Now Josh Bordick moving to pressure up. Clearance by Sean Murray, and Matt Tatro on the ball again. Tatro getting taken out. Beautiful tackle there by number 4, Andrew Murray.
Andrew Murray, we were talking about him before. He's a player who he's playing in that back line. He got moved up to the midfield to bring a more defensive presence and showing his defense. They're doing a great job taking out Matt Tatro. But now it's going to be Hunterdon Central with the corner kick. And Alex Troopy setting it up, putting it for a high, trying to find a header, but it's going to be cleared away by Scotch Plains.
Now Andrew Picasso on the ball.
And the Raiders, there is a team that has struggled with corner kicks all year. In their 3 losses, they have given up at least 1 goal coming off a corner kick.
Now clear foul there against Patrick Ellman, just grabbing onto Zach Ubry. Now Ubry's gonna wait for his players to move up. And Hunterdon Central, they just need to take advantage of every opportunity they get. Clearance, Andrew Picasso with the header. And now it's John Murray on the ball, trying to keep it inbounds. He does, but it's going to go over to the Red Devils. And John Murray, you can see just the look on his face. He's committed to this game, and he's just sprinting back and forth. And overall, he's such a strong player, and you can see by the stats, and he deserves to wear that number 10 on his back.
I even said it before, he ended up training with the U.S. Under-7 national team. And we're going to pause here for this attack.
Shot there rejected by Slobodnik. Another shot here, just wide. And excuse me, before I was talking about John Murphy, I got confused. There's so many Murrays on this team, and all these players are so well-rounded.
I see it's going to be John Murphy with the corner kick. That's just going to play it in short. Now setting up across. Dan McMeekan coming out and handle it. And he's going to rush his throw down to the middle of the field.
Now Tatro on the ball, playing it up towards Troopy. Troopy is going to get to that ball, but just the pace from number 6, Tom Divisio, just falling back. Zach Ubry with the header. Now it's Aaron Baxter on the ball, falling. Now Patrick Ellman playing a beautiful ball in. Now Robert Bellioni cutting in, takes a shot. Easy one for Don McMeekan.
Andrew Picasso learning early the speed of number 16, Robert Picasso. Easily just ran by Picasso on that play.
And Andrew Picasso, he's got to stick to that man right there, because Picasso, he isn't the fastest of players, and he needs to stay back there. He is very physical, which is why Coach Anson Smith does play him.
And that's probably why I ended up starting in this game, just Picasso's physical play. You know this is going to be a dogfight against Scotch Plains.
And beautiful way to cut in there by Evan Ushak. Now it's the Raiders on the ball. Now Hunterdon Central trying to contain. The Raiders move around the ball so nicely.
And I see the good pressure by the Red Devils defense. And while the Raiders, they do pass this ball around a lot, Hunterdon Central do a good job swarming to the ball. And we see swarming the ball on that one and passing the ball out.
Now it's going to be a throw in here by Aiden Cook. And Cook, such a good player. We've seen him score quite a few penalties, and he's so confident. And right now, Coach Anson Smith, he needs him to be confident in this final.
See, most notably, he had that game-winning penalty kick against Bridgewater Raritan.
That's going to be a throw-in. Ben Greenstein checking onto the field for Andrew Picasso. And Greenstein, such a technical player, and Hunterdon Central need him in that back line to maintain possession.
Greenstein, he's a player. He's not afraid to take some risk here, but if he goes out and tries to make a big play and he fails to capitalize, you know Scotch Plains are going to jump all over that.
Now Ushak playing it back to Dan McMeekan. Raiders overwhelming him. Josh Bordwick playing it up to Aiden Cook. Now ball to Aaron Baxter. Intercepted there by number 11, Patrick Ellman. John Murphy trying to get past Hunterdon Central's defense.
See this defensive line doing a great job. While they try to pass this ball down the middle of the field, the defensive line always clearing that ball away.
Now Ellman getting past Zach Ubry, puts in a shot just wide. Now that one just razoring right past the post. Dan McMeekan super lucky on that play.
I see both teams getting breaks in this game.
Now Dan McMeekan is going to be taking the goal kick for the Red Devils.
And now the Scotch Plains-Fanwood Raiders team, they only have 3 losses on the year. One of them came in the final round of the Union County tournament to Westfield. That's the first time they lost that tournament in 5 years. But not only that, that game was played here at Kean University.
Tatro playing a nice ball up to Josh Bordwick. And Bordwick just getting beat on pace.
So Bordwick still applying good pressure, able to force that ball out of bounds on the Scotch Plains player.
And Thomas DeVizio, he's so fast in that back line. We've seen him catch up to Troopy just from the distance he was before, just to catch up to Alex Troopy is just fascinating how you see this player hustling back to help out on defense. Now Jacob Grant keeping the ball inbound. Tatro taking it out of bounds.
Saw Jacob Grant just checking into the game and showing great pace and hustle here. Able to keep that ball alive, and Matt Tatro unable to handle it and knocks it out of bounds.
Now Sean Murray with the goal kick. And coming into this game, Murray had 49 saves. And it seems like today is going to be a long day for both keepers, actually. Dan McDonough and Sean Murray are going to have a tough time in goal because both of these teams have such a lethal attack, and they're going to be getting tested left and right.
You know, so you look at comparing the two goalies. Dan McDonough 63 saves, very similar, and we see that their save totals, they both have low numbers compared to other teams because this back line does a great job of limiting the attacks the opposing team has.
Now Zach Ubry again with the throw-in. Refs telling him to move back. Raiders intercepting, but Hunterdon Central quick on the ball again. Now Jacob Grant on the ball. Grant trying to take a shot with his left foot. And ball finally cleared by Andrew Murray.
And we see Jacob Grant. He believes it's going to be a corner kick for the Red Devils, but it appears the ref's going to be calling. It's going to be a corner kick here. Alex Troopy setting up for it.
And that ball was out on Thomas DeVizio.
And DeVizio, this is only his second start on the back line.
Now ball cleared again. And back there, I thought it was Andrew Murray with the clearance. And DeVizio, he's just all over the place in that back line. He is hustling for that ball. Now Bordeaux playing a header in. And it's going to be a goal kick.
And see, whenever that ball goes off the post, it's going to be out of bounds, so a goal kick for Scotch Plains.
Now DeVizio playing a powerful ball through, which comes all the way to Ben Greenstein. Now Jacob Grant on the ball, intercepted. Josh Bordeaux recovering the ball again. And this ball will just continue going back and forth throughout this game. Beautiful back heel, and now Hunterdon Central are on the attack again. Now Tatro stalling on the ball. Now Tatro with some open space, plays it out to Grant. Grant finds Aiden Cook out wide. Cook tries to take a shot. And then again, Thomas DeVizio.
I see DeVizio rushing, setting up the counterattack for the Red Devils.
And DeVizio, from all the way back on defense, is already on the attacking play. Now Troopy on the ball. Ball falls back to Evan Ushak. And having a player like DeVizio is so important because you need a fast player to create counterattacks. Right there, he just played a quick 1-2, and then boom, he was gone. Played it out wide to John Murphy, and then again, the Scotch Plains Raiders with a clear chance.
And this Raider teams, they know how to get shots on the goal. In 8 games, they had 20 or more shots on the goals.
Now Alex Troopy poking the ball back, saying the foul was committed back there. Now taking this kick will be John Murphy. And right here, this is such a perfect angle for a right-footed player. Ref blows the whistle. Dan McInern's got to be on full alert. Murphy takes a shot and denied by Hunterdon Central's wall. Now Troopy playing that ball up to Matt Tatro. Tatro trying to cut back, and he's got 2 options on the wing. Plays it out wide to Grant. Now Jacob Grant with a clear opportunity, takes a shot, and Sean Murray getting to that ball.
And so it looks like Sean Murray even dove the wrong way, but he does a good job using his entire body. He got his foot up there and knocked that shot away.
And that's what you call good keeping. Right there, he dove, but he still had the reaction to extend his legs.
And he's in Scotch Plains with their 15 shutouts on the year, proving why they have such a dominant defense. You know, Grant, looking back on that play, you know, that's what he's going to look back on. He should have capitalized on it, but a great defensive play.
Now Matt Tatro taking the throw-in.
Tatro is such a strong player. We know that these throw-ins can be equivalent of a corner kick.
And Hunterdon Central have converted off these throw-ins. Now coming onto the field is Joseph Seifert. Tatro puts that ball in. Bordwick getting to it, falls back to Ushak. Goes out of bounds for a Raiders throw-in. Now ref halting play. Now Max Moore puts the ball back into play. Just throwing it away, literally, to the Red Devils.
Now this Raider team, they did a good job of stepping up and filling the void of Ari Rosling. The 2015 team revolved around Ari and his 26 goals, and on that team, no other player had more than seven goals last season. Now obviously this team much more well-rounded with John Murphy and Ryan Peterson.
Now Hunterdon Central on the ball, but Raiders defense on complete lockdown so far, except for that clear chance from Andrew Picasso earlier in the game, and that beautiful shot from Jacob Grant, just stopped by Sean Murray. Now Sean Murray getting ready for the goal kick, and the wind is going to affect these goal kicks, and you can just tell, you can hear it. This wind is blowing super hard. It's already November. These boys have had a long season, and they just want to get it over with. Now Andrew Murray on the ball, plays it up towards the number 11, Patrick Ellman, but Hunterdon Central recovering the ball again. Dan McMeekan playing it up the field. Now it's the Raiders on the ball again. Now ref blows the whistle. He's gonna halt play. It's gonna be a free kick for the Red Devils. Now Hunterdon Central looking to capitalize. Beautiful header by Aiden Cook, and then shot that goes wide.
And it looked like it was Evan Ushak taking that shot, trying to put that in with his left foot, unable to convert.
Now Sean Murray with another goal kick. Now the Raiders on the ball. Now Ushak. Now it seems like Scotch Plains are on to attack, but miscommunication there, which leads to a turnover. Now Tatro getting to that ball. Foul called here by the ref. That's going to go in favor for the Scotch Plains Raiders.
See, on that foul, looked like it could have gone either way there. The ref opting to give this one to Scotch Plains.
Now Scotch Plains being given a hard time. Jacob Grant cutting back, leaving players in the dust. Now it's Aaron Baxter on the wing. Baxter doing a step over.
Now Baxter's just playing with the defender here. See Aiden Cook just wasting an opportunity, kicking that ball out of bounds.
And for Hunterdon Central to just break down this defense is going to be hard. Scotch Plains has had 15 shutouts this season. Now it's going to be Ben Greenstein on the ball. Played up wide. Seifert getting ahead on that ball. Now it's Boardwick. Boardwick flicking it over the defense and rejected by Scotch Plains.
And we talked about it before, Josh Boardwick, he does a great job scoring goals, but not only that, he set up teammates. He has 9 assists on the year.
Now Andrew Murray on the ball, being covered by Joseph Seifert. And Seifert winning possession here for the Red Devils. Now Seifert playing a ball in, easy one for Sean Murray.
And Seifert, he missed a bulk of this season, so he's not really up to pace on trying to get these balls crossed in.
Now Tatro almost winning possession against Andrew Murray.
Good job by Zach Ubry stepping up on the defensive side and taking that ball away.
Now Boardwick on the ball. Boardwick just getting overwhelmed by the Scotch Plains defense, and it's going to be a foul in favor for the Red Devils.
And now we see it's going to be number 17 here, David Walker. He's unhappy with this call. And he's got to be careful because these refs, they want to keep the game in check. You don't want to start talking back to the refs too much or you might end up getting a yellow card.
Now taking this kick will be Matt Slobodnik. And I haven't seen Slobodnik shoot from here. It seems like Hunterdon Central are going to do a set piece. Slobodnik decides to take a shot and again hitting the wall. Now Elman on the ball, but just goes out of bounds.
It's going to be a throw in here for Zach Ubry.
Now ball played up to Joseph Seifert. Hunterdon Central being given a hard time, and as I mentioned earlier, Scotch Plains has had 15 shutouts so far this season, and for Hunterdon Central to unlock this defense is going to be tricky throughout the game. Now coming off the field is Andrew Murray, and coming on is Rock Falian. Now Divisio trying to head that ball, and now it's in the feet of Jacob Grant. Now Seifert trying to use his pace against Divisio. And now Lorenzo, it seems like Jacob Grant is gonna have a breakaway opportunity. Now Boardwick playing it up to Tatro.
You see good hustler by Matt Tatro fighting for that ball. This is going to be out of bounds on him. Now, Fernando, something I find intriguing is that Hunterdon Central, they come in with the record 17-1-1. They're ranked 7th in New Jersey. Scotch Plains, they have a record of 22-3, 2 more losses, but they're ranked number 2.
Yes, and this all comes down to the power rankings. Scotch Plains has played some more difficult teams throughout the season, and it all comes down to that and the stats. But right here, it doesn't matter what the rankings mean. The winner at the end of the game is going to be the state champion.
And I'm with you. Throw out the records, throw out the rankings. These teams so evenly match, and we see that in the first half of the game so far.
Now Divisio playing a long ball up, and Slobodnik is going to clear the ball.
And Slobodnik in New Jersey, he got voted as one of the top 3 defenders in the state. So, he's going to be a threat back here trying to slow up this Raiders attack.
Now Patrick Ullman with the throw-in. Ullman playing a Nice long throw in. Baxter clearing the ball. Now Ryan Peterson flicking it, and it's going to be an easy one for Dan McMeekan. McMeekan not afraid to go in between, and right there, all those flying kicks going around him, and it takes a brave keeper to come out and get that ball.
Now Dan McMeekan with the goal kick. It's going to fall to the feet of Aaron Baxter. Baxter putting this ball on the left wing for Aiden Cook.
Now Cook playing it into Grant. Hunterdon Central losing possession again. And right now, Hunterdon Central, they have been getting clear breakaway opportunities, but just being unable to get that ball in a dangerous position.
And you also have to give credit to Scotch Plains. Their defenders, while Hunterdon Central is getting by them, they breakaway opportunities, that hustle that they have to get back and defend them.
That's going to be a throw-in for Ben Greenstein. Now, Greenstein just quite unsure what was going on there. Possibly could have been the wind. Now, ball cleared away. Now it's Grant on the ball. Grant trying to switch sides, but turning it over to the Raiders.
I see this ball's going to be headed by Aiden Cook to Jacob Grant. Grant's going to try to find Cook on the sideline. Ball too strong, goes out of bounds.
Now header by Aiden Cook. And Jacob Grant trying to sift the ball through towards Matt Tatro. Now you can see right here Josh Border playing in that back line and doing a great job matching up against Patrick Ellman. But Ellman doing a great job running in, almost getting that ball to John Murphy. And the last thing Hunterdon Central need is John Murphy in a clear spot in that box. And John Murphy, you said he played on the U17 national team. If you give him a chance in that box, he's going to convert.
And not only that, can he convert, he can also set up teammates. He has 9 assists on the year to go along with his 18 goals.
Now it's Grant on the ball again. It seems like offside will be called against Matt Tatro.
Now see, just a note for boys high school soccer, National Signing Day isn't until February, so we don't know where these players are going to end up playing. And Hunterdon Central, we do know that the majority of these players aren't going to go on and play for D1 schools, but Scotch Plains, we can tell that their team, they're going to end up having a lot of D1 commits.
Now this concludes the first half here. Hunterdon Central doing an amazing job on defense. Both of these teams just going back and forth, and it's such a battle in that midfield position. And you see Aaron Baxter, and you've got such talented players on Scotch Plains like Thomas DeVizio, and you see him all over the place. He's falling back on defense, and when Scotch Plains needs him in a counterattack, he's up there sprinting. Also, John Murphy, he hasn't had too many clear chances, but you've seen him just doing little body feints here and there, opening space, and if Hunterdon Central give him a clear opportunity, he will convert.
And I see you're left wanting both of these teams running back and forth. Are any of these players going to get tired? Both teams run with great pace and great hustle.
And you've seen these teams do get tired. Both coaches on both sides just making substitutions here and there. And also, coaches do command the field a little bit. They decide which players are going to come in and on, and every coach knows every player's aspect.
See, both teams, they have deep benches. Hunterdon Central, their key player coming off the bench, it's always going to be Jacob Grant. Grant, number 18, such a great player with 7 goals on the year.
Now, I'm Fernando Rodriguez here with Lorenzo Descala, and we'll get back to you with the second half action of this Group 4 state championship game.
Fans, players,
coaches,
everyone.
don't cross the line. Join us
And take the pledge.
Respeto.
Everyone is welcome.
Aceptación.
We're in it together.
Não cruze a linha.
You're watching HGTV, Go Central!
Hello everybody, welcome back to Alumni Field in this second half of this Group 4 state game. Now Hunterdon Central are still tied up against the Scotch Plains Raiders. Now both of these teams have had equal chances at goal and none of these teams being able to capitalize in the first half. Now both of these teams looking to score once in this second half just to get into the mind of the opposing team.
And both teams have such strong defenses that putting out that goal, it's going to be no easy task. And both of these teams have outscored the opposing teams in the tournament 8-1. And that only goes to show us how evenly matched that these teams have been so far.
Now the Scotch Plains Raiders will be kicking off the game in the second half.
The Scotch Plains are going to be relying on John Murphy, trying to get that goal up there. John Murphy runs his team through the middle of the field with 18 goals and 9 assists.
Now Scotch Plains on the ball. Red Devils recovering quickly. Ball out to Boardwick. Boardwick doing a great job maintaining possession. Long ball by Slobodnik.
My apologies there, Fernando. I was going to say that Boardwick, he's the man that runs he's the man in the middle that runs the offense for the Red Devils.
Yes, and Boardwick, he's got 3 years playing on varsity. He joined the team as a freshman, and next year he's going to be the leader of the Wolfpack.
Well, that Wolfpack is going to be without players like Matthew Slobodnik, Matt Tatro, Dan McMeekan, so a lot of holes left to fill.
Ball played out wide. And it seems like there is going to be a foul here.
I see the referee's going to be taking the time, allowing the player to get up and recover from, looks like he just got the wind knocked out of him by Andrew Picasso.
And he does give him the card. Ref was reaching for the card for a while. Andrew Picasso getting booked. Now Andrew Picasso getting subbed off for Ben Greenstein.
And looked like Picasso, he's going up there trying to make a play on that ball, just collide with the Scotch Plains-Fanwood player.
Yes, and players need to control their aggression in these state games. Emotions do get in the way. Now Divisio playing a beautiful ball and shot there by John Murphy. Murphy trying to bike it in.
And that is no easy task, just unable to get his foot on the ball the way he wanted. Shot that ball straight up.
Now what a goal that would have been.
Now I'm not sure if this goes for every Central game, but out of all the games that I've seen, which has been a majority of them, I believe that's the first bicycle shot taken against Dan McMeekan.
Yes, and bicycle shots, you don't see them too often, and it does take a talented player to execute them.
Now I see Matt Tatro with the hustle going after that ball, collides with the goalie for Scotch Plains. And now exchanging some words here, refs are going to do a good job stepping in.
And Divisio just giving him a talk there. And it seems like the ref is reaching for his pocket. Ref trying to cool things down here.
And I think that's a good job by Divisio. You saw Tatro ran into his goalie.
And he does book Matt Tatro. And now Hunterdon Central with 2 players getting booked, and it's going to be hard for Central to adapt. Now with Andrew Picasso and Matt Tatro coming off, Hunterdon Central rely on Salman Gia to come on for Matt Tatro.
And yeah, he's a quality backup. You can throw him in for a couple minutes and he's going to give you good minutes. He has 5 goals on the year. But I'm not sure if he has that same physical presence that Matt Tatro had.
Now Gia playing it back to Troopy. And Gia, he is a very technical player, but just passing, when it comes to passing, it's something that is his weakness. Now Zach Ubri barely getting to that ball. Ball played out wide to Max Moore. Moore playing a beautiful cross in. And Aiden Cook clearing the ball. Now Scotch Plains putting the ball back into play. Patrick Ellman playing a low cross into the box. Dangerous here. John Murphy still on the ball, plays it back. And Hunterdon Central doing a great job blocking that shot. Now Andrew Murray getting past the defense, trying to cut in. Nice tackle there by Zach Ubri. And ref saying it is a foul. Now, I don't see a foul there. That was a beautiful tackle by Zach Ubri. Now Scotch Plains playing it quick and easy one for Dan McMeekan.
So they're trying to catch McMeekan off guard. This Hunterdon Central defense arguing with the ref.
Yes, and when you play it quick like that, it's got to be an indirect kick. You can't just directly fire towards the keeper. Now Sean Murray with another powerful goal kick. Now it's John Murphy on the ball, cutting back, getting past Alex Troopy, plays a beautiful ball in towards Ryan Peterson, and ball getting knocked out of the hands of Dan McMeekan.
Yeah, it's going to be a goal kick for McMeekan.
Now ref halting play for the substitutions. It's going to be a goal kick for Dan McMeekan. Now Jacob Grant trying to lay it off to Alex Troopy. And Ellman on the ball. Great hustle by Evan Ushak.
And not only with that, Ushak hustling to deflect the shot and then hustling and able to kick that ball out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Scotch Plains.
And Ellman, he's got strong arms. Nice throw in there. And it's going to be another easy ball for Dan McMeekan.
And we've seen this all year. McMeekan, he's going to try to rush his kickoff, find Jacob Grant on the other end.
Now it's the Raiders on the counterattack. And it seems like play is getting called back. And Divisio, you see that pace, that burst of speed that he's got, and right there just taking off and getting away. Now ball in favor for the Red Devils, and Martin Menendez will be taking the free kick. Now windy night here. And it's also cold down there. Now Menendez, low ball. Great decision by Martin Menendez, playing that ball low. Wind could have just blown that ball away.
I know, as you're saying, it's cold down there. It's just as cold up here too. Us announcers, we're having a hard time dealing with the weather.
Yes, Lorenzo, and you should have put on some more layers. I can hear you sniffling over there.
And, you know, we came here yesterday. We commentated the girls' game. They won 3-0, and it was cold there. I still didn't learn my lesson though.
right here. I don't know how the boys are doing it down there. I'm just holding on to the railing, hoping I don't fly away.
Throw in here for Scotch Plains.
Now, Hunterdon Central doing a great job rejecting that ball by Elman. It's going to be a corner kick. Now Murphy, set piece master. Wind is not in his favor on this corner kick. Still manages to whip a beautiful ball in. Great job by Evan Ushak rejecting that ball. Another kick right here.
I saw the, as you were saying before, the wind not in the favor. The wind just took that ball right out of bounds. And Scotch Plains, they're going to be looking for their 8th final championship victory. But just to know, all 7 of their previous victories came when they were playing in Group 3.
Now through ball, intended for Joseph Seifert. And Hunterdon Central, they've only been to the finals once, and that was back in 2010. That's 6 years ago. Now the Red Devils are going to look to win this game. Now Lorenzo, what do you think would happen if we do get a co-championship? Do you think Hunterdon Central would be happy with being just a co-champion?
I'd rather that both teams, they want to come here to win, and ending both teams fighting so hard throughout the season, for them to end the game in the tie, it's a bittersweet ending, but these teams so evenly matched that we're just going to have to wait and see how the second half plays out.
Now, McMeekan with another goal kick. And Scotch Plains recovering the ball again. Now Ushak trying to go up against Scotch Plains. And right there, John Murphy just getting sandwiched by 2 players. It's going to be a free kick. Now it's going to be number 6, Tom DeVizio with the free kick. And right there, you see him crawl up, gaining some yardage. None of the refs saw that. Now DeVizio putting in a beautiful cross, slips through, number 14 takes a shot, and Jack Brady just shooting it right at Daniel McDon.
And it's all Brady, he's taking that shot off the deflection, trying to just catch this defense off guard. Dan McDon, perfect position.
And nice long kick by McDon, getting it up the field quick. Now it's Scotch Plains on the ball again. Great passing play, but Josh Bordick getting to that ball. And Josh Bordick, he does such a great job just reading the game.
Now see, I just want to take a moment and highlight this head coach for Scotch Plains, Tom Straczynski. He began his coaching career with the Raiders 47 years ago, and since then he's built a program that achieved 7 state championships, 18 sectional titles, 19 Union County tournament champions, and 27 conference champions, and on top of that, 718 wins.
And Straczynski is going to be looking forward to winning another game here for another state championship. And on the contrary, the Red Devils are looking to win their first state championship in boys soccer. Now Matthew Slobodnik with the free kick. Beautiful long free kick by Slobodnik. Jacob Grant going up for the header. Ball cleared up high. Martin Menendez winning another header, and it falls back to Baxter.
And we see that these Hunterdon Central players, majority of them, they're smaller than Scotch Plains would, but they do a great job going up and contesting for those balls. And
as I mentioned before, this is Hunterdon Central soccer era. The girls just won their state championship game yesterday, 3-0 against the Ridge Red Devils, and now it's up to the boys to win this game. Now, if the Red Devils win this, both the boys and the girls will be champions. Now Elman on the ball, puts in another dangerous cross, and Max Moore getting rejected again. Moore getting a few chances at goal. Now Andrew Murray playing it to Elman again. Elman looking to put in a cross. Not too many options, and puts it out of bounds for a Red Devils goal kick.
Dan McMeekan with the goal kick.
Now Raiders on the ball again. Backs are doing a great job boxing out the player. Now it's Seifert. Dangerous play there by Max Moore.
I see some collision. We'll wait and see what the call is.
Now fans upset on that play. And right there, John Murphy just discussing with the ref explaining why he made the call.
Sorry, that's 50-50. It was a big collision. Could have gone either way.
Now Martin Menendez playing a long ball. Header by Aiden Cook, wide.
And what a great ball that was. Able to get that cross in from so far away.
Now it seems like it is going to be a corner kick for the Red Devils.
I said this at the beginning of the game, but Scotch Plains-Fanwood, in their 3 losses they have given up at least 1 goal from a corner kick.
Now Martin Menendez with the wind against him. Puts in a cross. And it seems like the wind was just blowing that ball back. Now ball falls to Zach Ubry. Ubry playing the ball up, rejected. Ball falls to the feet of Bordwick. Bordwick with a clear chance at a shot, and wide. And right there, Sean Murray diving. He wasn't going to take any chances.
Bordwick with a nice look at the goal there, but Scotch Plains does a good job moving to the ball, able to contest the shot.
Now Sean Murray with the goal kick. Plays it low. Now Zach Ubry getting to the ball. Now Max Moore with the throw-in.
And we saw Moore, he was trying to take that throw-in from about the 40-yard line. The ref's going to move back to the 50.
Now John Murphy on the ball, decides to leave it back. Andrew Murray playing it all the way back now. And now it's going to be Tom DeVizio carrying that ball up. And DeVizio, it seems like he can move up at any time. Now Scotch Plains with another shot. And great job by Dan McMeekan just reacting to get low and get that ball. And sometimes these balls, it seems like they're an easy job, but the keeper, he's got to be awake at all times. And if that ball did slip through, it would have been a goal for the Raiders.
See Scotch Plains having looks at the goal with Dan McMeekan in perfect positioning every time.
Now Greenstein playing a ball up to Jacob Grant. Grant trying to cut back, takes a weak shot.
Saw Grant, not many options there. The defense right on top of him. He had to get that ball out quickly.
Now error there by Patrick Elman, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Red Devils. Now Zach Ubry with the throw-in. Manages to find Jacob Grant, and it's going to be another throw-in here taken by Joseph Seifert. Seifert playing a long ball over to Bordwick. Bordwick floating in across, and another easy ball for Sean Murray.
And that ball had the potential to become dangerous quickly. Jacob Grant running in, trying to take that header cross.
Oh, and beautiful play there by John Murphy. Now it's going to be Ryan Peterson on the ball. And great tackle there by Martin Menendez. Martin Menendez on the ball again. Plays a long ball up the field, managing to find Joseph Seifert. Now Hunterdon Central with a clear opportunity here. Seifert cutting in, and still manages to find Bordwick cut out. And now it's Max Moore on the ball. Moore trying to clear the ball, having a hard time, and Zach Ubry moving up, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Red Devils.
So in these first 10 minutes, it looked like Scotch Plains are really controlling the ball on Hunterdon Central's side of the field. I see the tables have turned, Hunterdon Central getting a few good looks.
Now attempt at a clearance here, and Josh Bordwick reacting to get to that ball, and it seems like it's going to be a throw-in. Now Martin Menendez trying to spin around the player. Unsuccessful. Ushak getting a header to that, and John Murphy playing a powerful ball up the field. Now Ryan Peterson giving Hunterdon Central's defense a tough time. Now Greenstein playing it up to Martin Menendez. Menendez maintaining possession.
And Peterson, he's a clutch player. He scored that golden goal against Kearney in the semifinals.
Now throw-in by Jack Brady. Decides to play it to Ryan Peterson. Now it's Scotch Plains on the shot.
I see Dan McMeekan doing a good job getting low, being safe, able to secure that shot.
And you can see Scotch Plains, they're taking risks. And you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And as we've seen in a previous game, in that girls game, Sarah Hazard scoring an absolute beautiful goal. Now it's Tom DeVizio with pace again, moving up the field, just leaving Hunterdon Central's defense in the dust. Now DeVizio decides to play it back to Andrew Murray. Murray finding John Murphy. Murphy on the ball. Murphy trying to get through. Great job by Hunterdon Central. Now Murphy still on the ball. And now it's Martin Menendez. Miscommunication there again, and Ushak clearing the ball. Great job by Hunterdon Central, absorbing the pressure and dispersing. Now it's going to be a substitution, it seems. Hunterdon Central's Dan McAdon with the goal kick.
Now it looks like originally Dan McAdon's calling for that one ball close to the sideline be a goal kick. The refs that play go on, but now they're calling it out of bounds, so Dan McAdon having that goal kick.
Now Greenstein on the ball. Bordwick leaving it back. Great interception by Baxter. Now Hunterdon Central still fighting to maintain possession. And so far in these last couple seconds, possession has been going back and forth again. And right now it seems like Scotch Plains have been having the most looks at goal in the second half. Now substitutions here by the ref. Joseph Seifert coming off. And Seifert, he is going to be winded out, going up against Tom DeVizio, such a pacey player.
I'm talking about Seifert. He missed the majority of this season with a concussion.
Yes, and Hunterdon Central did suffer from plenty of head injuries in their back line. Now throw in for the Red Devils. Putting it back into play will be Aiden Cook. Now,
foul against the Red Devils here. It's going to be a free kick for Scotch Plains.
And Divisio with the free kick. Now John Murphy on the ball again. Now it's Aaron Baxter. Jacob Grant on the ball. Playing it out wide, but it's going to be tough for Alex Troopy to get to that ball.
Still the pace and hustle by Troopy. He forced that Scotch Plains defense to kick that ball out of bounds. That's to be done for Troopy.
Now Jacob Grant on the ball. Grant, such a skillful player, getting past his opponent, and it's going to be another easy catch for Sean Murray. And Sean Murray doing a great job just cutting off all these crosses played into the box. Forward playing it back to Greenstein. Now it's Ushak on the ball. Ushak playing it up the wing to Troopy. And Troopy, you don't know what he's going to do. He's either going to cut in or put in a cross. Beautiful cross, finding Bordick. Bordick with the shot! And it's a nice save there by Sean Murray.
And we've seen this for both teams now. Both having good looks at the goal. Goalies in perfect positioning every time.
And Murray doing a great job not dropping that ball. And we've seen many keepers just drop this ball in the high school level.
Such with the amount of power that Josh Bordwick put behind that ball, it's easy for it to hit your hands and just bounce out.
That's Bordwick on the ball again. Both of these teams fighting evenly in this game. Now Baxter playing it out to Cook. Cook playing it through to Matt Tatro. Tatro checking in from that booking. Tries to play in across, but now it's Divisio on the ball. Divisio playing it up the field. Now it's Ryan Peterson playing it up to John Murphy. And slide tackle there by Slobodnik, and it's going to be a foul against the Red Devils. And now it will be Divisio taking this free kick.
Divisio has quite a leg. Look for him to try to set up a cross here for a header. Divisio 12 assists on the year.
Ball straight towards Dan McAdon. McAdon booting that ball up the field. And Divisio, you can also see why he's got assists. You see him moving up right there, for example. You see him running up the field. John Murphy playing it through. No offside called, and Ryan Peterson will be beating himself up after that shot blocked by Dan McAdon.
You see that shot rolls into the back of the net, but we do see that the refs do call offsides now.
Now, quite a scare there for the Red Devils. Hunterdon Central on the ball. Foul called against Evan Ushak. Now Andrew Murray, Divisio will be taking the free kick. Decides to play it short to Max Moore. Moore playing the ball up the field. And Hunterdon Central doing a great job. And back heel there by John Murphy.
I see Dan McMeekan taking a shot to the face, going out and make that save. And both teams going to go home with a lot of bumps and bruises after this game. It's been a very physical match.
Ball played out wide to Cook. Cook floating in across. Now ball cleared. Evan Ushak recovering possession here for the Red Devils. Now it's Jacob Grant. Grant playing it out wide to Troopy. Troopy playing a low ball in towards Baxter. Baxter losing his balance. Ref says play on. Now Josh Bordick hustling back. And great job by Greenstein. Greenstein slipping on that play.
And now I believe it's going to be a foul called against Scotch Plains. And I'm not so sure about that one. It might have just been Greenstein losing his bounce, but the ref saw just enough contact to call the foul.
And for these refs, it is hard making these calls sometimes, as the play is, he can't see the play so well as players have their backs to him. Now Troopy playing it out wide, intercepted by Moore. Now Moore playing it out to John Murphy. Murphy trying to break through. Great job by Slobodnik.
And Slobodnik proving why he's one of the top defenders in the street. That hustle to get out there and knock that shot out of bounds.
That's a throw in here for Max Moore. Murphy playing it back to Moore. Now Murphy with the cross, and it seems like he's gonna take a shot. McMeekan getting to that ball. Rebound here. Now another cross in by Murphy. And Scotch Plains missing an opportunity at goal.
I'm holding my breath. What a dangerous chance that was for Scotch Plains. Dan McMeekan, first he had to jump up, put out all that wingspan to get up there and knock away that first ball, and then Scotch Plains had a shot at the goal, and Dan McMeekan's gone. They just put it too far out to the right. Now this can be a moment in the game. Scotch Plains, they're going to look back, and if they lose, they're going to be regretting and having such a good look at the goal.
Now it's going to be a free kick here for Matt Slobodnik. Now Slobodnik with a strong leg, boots that ball up the field, and rejected by the Raiders. Now Divisio playing it up to Murphy. Murphy's going to try to use his pace to beat the players. Slobodnik still on him. And Murphy on the ball again, takes a shot way wide here, and it might even be a throw-in.
Now it actually looks like this ball, this could be a throw-in for Scotch Plains, or my apologies, it's going to be a throw-in for Sac Ubry.
And that shot just, it seems like he didn't get the contact he wanted. And sometimes as a striker, you're just so eager to take that shot.
You know, you have to rush a shot against this Hunterdon Central's defense. You know they're going to be rushing right after you, so you have to get that shot off as fast as you can.
Now the Raiders on the ball again. Greenstein playing it to Bordwick. Bordwick using his physicality to beat Andrew Murray. Now ball played up to Baxter. And Baxter, he's such a small player out on the field, but small things, or great things come in small packages.
I think the saying you're trying to get there is big things come in small packages. But still, nonetheless, he brings such great things on the field. We saw had a couple of nice moves earlier in this game. He also brings such a physicality to the game, especially with him being such an undersized player.
Now Matthew Slobodnik getting taken out, assistant ref waving the flag.
And I see that's going to be a clear foul against Murphy as he shoved Matthew Slobodnik to the ground. Slobodnik with the free kick.
Slobodnik playing a long ball up, headed back now, falls to Bordwick. Bordwick on the ball. Not sure if that was a shot or a cross.
I mean, either way, good job by Jack Brady, able to step up into the way of that shot or cross.
Now Tatro on the ball again, and Raiders doing a great job recovering the ball. Now Zach Ubry recovering for the Red Devils, playing it out wide to Troopy. Now Troopy just dancing with the ball, plays it out to Tatro again. Now Tatro trying to cut in, and great job by Andrew Borick staying on that ball. Now it seems like it will be a corner kick. And Alex Troopy getting subbed off.
You saw Troopy the way he threw that ball down. He's a little disappointed coming off. He wants to do everything he can to help his team come out with the victory. Instead it's going to be Aiden Cook with the cross.
Now Baxter getting a header on that, and that's going to be no problem for Sean Murray.
Scotch Plains defense, they've been doing a great job of limiting the number of touches that Matt Tatro has had on the ball. Tatro is such a dangerous player on offense.
Now Andrew Murray on the ball, and he finds Rock on Leon, called offside here. Now it's going to be Zach Ubry with the free kick. Scotch Plains upset with that call. A ball falls to the feet of Murphy. Slobodnik will clear that ball.
It's going to be a foul against Scotch Plains. And with the free kick, it's going to be Dan McMeekan.
Now ref telling Divisio to calm down a little bit.
And in a finals game, the time's really starting to come down here. Only 10 minutes left to go in the game. You can't blame Divisio. He's getting emotional. He's trying to do everything he can to get his team the victory.
Now Joseph Seifert hustling for that ball. It's going to be a throw-in for Max Moore. Time ticking down on this clock still. Moore getting subbed off for Elman.
You saw Elman, he's been a threat with his pace and hustle on that offensive side of the ball, able to set up some breakaway opportunities. And he should be well rested after sitting out a majority of the second half.
Now Slobodnik playing it up the field. Scotch Plains forced to play it back to Sean Murray. Now Zach Ubry on the ball. Ubry looking forward to creating an attacking chance for the Red Devils. The score is still tied 0-0. Both of these teams still fighting it out. Now Murray getting to that ball again. Murray, such a powerful leg, able to get that ball up the field easily. Now foul called here against the Red Devils.
Actually, looks like it was against the Red Devils because Murphy is rushing off that kick. It's going to be against the Scotch Plains. Matthew Slobodnik with the free kick.
Now John Murphy upset on that play. Slobodnik playing a powerful ball up the field. Now it seems like Baxter getting overwhelmed. Cook getting a touch to that, and it's going to be another ball for Sean Murray.
Now both teams fighting for that ball. Scotch Plains trying to clear it away. Hunterdon Central trying to keep that ball alive on the offensive side.
Now the Raiders on the ball again. Now Rock Van Leon on the ball. Ball cleared out. And right there, Jacob Grant getting taken out.
See Grant taking a shot to the back of the head here. He's going to get up and stay in the game for the Red Devils. Now see once again Matthew Slobodnik getting another free kick.
Now Slobodnik just booting all of these balls up the field in hopes of a goal. Now ball that slips right through here. Not too sure what happened here, and it's a goal for the Red Devils.
There's the Scotch Plains, they're going to contest this.
Now it seems like Jacob Grant did get a touch to that. Now I'm not too sure what's going on right here. Sean Murray fighting to the ref.
I know we got a replay here, Fernando.
Now it doesn't seem like Jacob Grant gets a touch to that, and it seems like it's an own goal here by number 15, Andrew Borick.
We see here now first one with the goal. He makes a bad decision. He comes out and he kind of slides out, and that ball hits his shin. See the ball clearly goes into the back, and that's going to be a goal. It's going to be rewarded to Jacob Grant.
And right there, the ball just getting past the line. Now Lorenzo, it seems like there is controversy after this goal. Let's take a look at this again. And Jacob Grant does not get a touch. It bounces right off the shin guard of Sean Murray, and then it bounces off the knee of Andrew Borick.
Actually, I think I'm going to disagree with you there. I think Jacob Grant, he gets a touch on it, but I believe it's going to be number 15, Andrew Borick, whose knees power it in.
No, it doesn't seem. And right there, you can see Andrew Borick, like, he's just using his elbow right there against Jacob Grant. Let's take a look here again. Right there. Bounces off the shin guard, and right there, clearly off the knee of Andrew Borick.
See, but I believe Jacob Grant still gets a touch on it with them.
I'm going to disagree with you again, Lorenzo. There was no touch by Jacob Grant. Now Borick just putting Grant into an arm lock right there.
There's going to be a lot of controversy about this one. A lot of people are going to disagree with this call. But
And
either
now,
way, Hunterdon Central's going to get this 1-0 lead. Now see it's going to be the pressure against Scotch Plains-Fanwood. They need a goal to tie this up. Only minutes remaining left in this finals match. Now Scotch Plains, they can complain and disagree with this call all they want, but regardless, they still need to get one goal just to tie this up and send this game to overtime. And just to note, if this game does end up reaching overtime and there is no winner in the end of that, there will be co-championship, no penalty kicks.
now the Hunterdon Central fans energized again on the stands, and you can see them. It's super cold this night. They came out to support their team. They want to see the Red Devils take this trophy home tonight.
And through a majority of the game, we were hearing the Scotch Plains-Fanwood fan, but now it's the Red Devils, as you said, getting loud after that goal by Jacob Grant.
Now this is going to be a huge energy booster for the Red Devils. And this game, just so well fought out. And it's going to be so hard for Scotch Plains to get back into this game.
And Hunterdon Central, they're going to end up dropping everyone back on defense.
Tatrum moving up towards that ball. Wardwick fighting for that ball against Murphy.
Murphy with the free kick. Try and set this ball up in for across, well defended by Hunterdon Central, trying to play keep away here. Andrew Picasso has checked into the game for Jacob Grant to bring the more defensive presence.
Now Baxter recovering the ball. And just horrible run there by Tatro.
Also looks like some miscommunication as Baxter is trying to put that into the middle. Tatro moving out to the right wing.
Now Tatro clearly had some open space in the middle. Instead decided to cut out.
I see Scotch Plains are really going to have to hustle. They need all the time they can and bringing the goalie up to handle this free kick.
Hunterdon Central doing a great job. Dan McMeekan punching that ball away, and Josh Boardwood clearing that ball out of the field.
Good job by McMeekan. He's committed to going out and punching that ball away.
Now it's going to be Elman with the throw-in. And right there, you can see the keeper still up, Sean Murray. And it's going to be a foul in favor for the Red Devils. Now, just that goal in the final seconds, just heartbreak there for the Raiders.
You see Josh Borwick, he's a bit shaken up after that play.
And it seems like the wind did get knocked out of him. And right there, I don't think Coach Anson Smith should sub him off because we've got lots of wind around here tonight.
Zach Ubry with the free kick, gonna put this down. Now I see there Aiden Cook trying to head that ball, but heads it out of bounds. Scotch Plains number 14 with the throw-in.
Now it's Tatro on the ball again. Now clock ticking down here. Throw in by Scotch Plains. Scotch Plains fighting towards the last seconds here. And dirty play there by Andrew Murray. And emotions are being thrown around. Ref blows the final whistle, and Hunterdon Central are the Group 4 state champions here at Alumni Field.
And both teams fighting hard in this game, but Hunterdon Central coming out victorious.
And Hunterdon Central winning the state championship for their first time in school history. And as I've mentioned before, this is Hunterdon Central's soccer era. The girls won yesterday, and now the boys are closing it up tonight.
And the boys taking out powerhouse Scotch Plains-Fanwood Raiders. They've always been a great team in soccer.
And Scotch Plains suffering heartbreak after that own goal by number 15, Andrew Borick.
See these boys, they're celebrating the players like Matt Tatro, Martin Menendez. This is going to be the last high school soccer game, and what a better way to go out, state champions.
Yes, and right here, Hunterdon Central just making history tonight at Alumni Field, winning their first state championship game for soccer.
See the boys posing for a photo here. Actually setting up for a celebration in Zach Ubry. They're pumped up, they're loving it, the crowds were loving it.
And tonight is their night. Now Hunterdon Central winning all championship games for soccer. The girls, as I said earlier, won it. And we don't see this happen too often. Both a boys team and a girls team winning it for the same school.
I mean, let alone making it to the finals, and both of them winning it. This is going to go down on the record books and the legacy of Hunterdon Central's soccer program.
And funny thing is, both of these teams had to go up in the finals against the teams they've lost, the only teams they've lost to in the season. And revenge is so sweet here for the Red Devils as they win 1-0 against the Scotch Plains-Fanwood Raiders.
I see the boys still celebrating, just in awe and disbelief, coming out with this victory. This is going to be the first championship win for Coach Anson Smith and the first for this Red Devils program.
Yes, and Hunterdon Central so lucky to have such an amazing program this year.
And we were talking about throughout the season that this team, they didn't have any major star players, any players that are going to head off the D1. They just had a team that came together, they played off of each other's strengths, and here they are, state champions.
Who do you personally think is the man of the match of this game?
It's tough. You want to give it to this whole Hunterdon Central team. Defense playing great, but you got to give it to Jacob Brandt because, in my opinion, he scored that game-winning goal, not an own goal.
Now, in my opinion, I would have to give it to Matt Tatro. He's just been a powerhouse, and he had a tough time in that back line. He had to go against amazing players like John Murphy, Brian Peterson, Jack Brady, just all these players, and he's the core of that back line. And Scotch Plains leaving the field with heartbreak. Now Hunterdon Central, the 2016 state champions.
And Hunterdon Central, they have fought so hard throughout this season and going against the only team that have beat them in the regular season. Now we see Aiden Cook coming out and getting this game ball. And Cook, you take this game ball, you work so hard trying to cover this Scotch Plains Raiders offense. For Hunterdon Central Television, I'm Orlando Descala here with Fernando Rodriguez as we just finished the state championship as Hunterdon Central Red Devils just beat Scotch Plains-Fanwood, and they are your 2016 champions.
Here from Alumni Field, I'm Fernando Rodriguez with Lorenzo Descala saying so long until next season.